Hi there. So I wanted to do this video because I had a very unfortunate thing happen, a very big eye-opener. I have a 2008 Chevy Colorado truck, and I needed an alignment. I'm capable of doing quite a bit of stuff on my truck. I enjoy working on my vehicle. I think I know my vehicle pretty well. However, when I took my vehicle in to get an alignment at a very well-known company, they told me that I needed tie rods. They told me they were loose, and they were very bad, and they needed to be replaced. So I asked them how much it would cost. They gave me a total of about $463. And I said, yeah, no, I can't swing that. So I said, I'd like just the alignment. They told me they couldn't do the alignment, that the tie rods needed to be replaced. And I said, well, I don't have that kind of money. So I left. This is a very well-known company. But being female, I didn't know. So the following 2 weeks, I was freaked out. Every time I drove home, I was scared to death, trying to pay attention to every wobble, every noise my truck made. I was freaking out, thinking that, I'd be driving home and the tie rod would bust out. So I was calling around on my lunch breaks, trying to find the cheapest place, to get tie rods done. Tie rods actually cost only about 25 bucks, but most places were charging about 300 bucks because you have to have a special tool to do the tie rods with. So I found a pretty reasonable place. It was a guy that was based out of his home shop, and so he said, well, before we order any parts or anything, bring it over so I can inspect it. I said, okay. So I brought it over there. He puts it up. He does all this stuff to it. He looks at me and he says, who told you you needed tie rods? So I said the company name, and he said, did you walk in there by yourself? Yeah. He said, next time, get it in writing. Don't ever leave without it in writing. He said, honey, your truck is fine. I freaked out for weeks. I actually lost sleep over this because I was scared to drive my truck. How many other women or people have this company done this to? Now, I'm not about throwing a company under the bus. However, it made me realize that women need to be empowered and they need to know their vehicle. Now, granted, my truck is not your vehicle, but a few weeks later, I had an incident where I kind of took out my whole taillight. So I bought a brand new taillight. I installed it all myself, all the wiring, and it took me a whole 15 minutes. It was super easy. A lot of women don't know this. So I decided that I was going to try to make some videos. And if it can help one female or one man or inspire somebody to get to know their vehicle or whatever the case is, then by all means, I'll feel great. I'll feel wonderful about all this. But it just was so wrong how stressed out I was about this. It was so wrong at how much they were charging. And that's fine. I understand. They went to college for this. They know how to work on vehicles, etc. But there was just no reason for this other than somebody else making money. And it was quite an eye-opener that, I need to get to know my own vehicle. And, women need to know about fuses. They need to know how to change a bulb. They need to know how to do their taillights or their headlights or whatever. So I bought a matching taillight. I didn't install it. I do plan on installing it. I'm going to videotape it so that you can see how easy it really was. I'm going to, do some other little odds and ends. I'm going to talk about fuses, what you need to know, talk about some other things, how to winterize your vehicle, what to do to get ready for a long trip. I'm going to talk about oil changes and etc., how important they are. And like I said, This is just about helping out other people, you know. For something that I use almost every day, you need to know about it. And, you know, hopefully you guys will too. So, and, you know, if it doesn't help anybody, oh well. I had a lot of fun working on my vehicle because, you know what? It's mine. And I love to drive it. I like to use it and go places. So I'm sure most of you do too. So come on along for a ride with me.